This episode of KSTV is brought to you by Gem Creative, custom designs, printing, web designs, SEO, and more.
Good evening. Good morning.
Yeah, welcome.
Hallelujah. You're here, and we're here.
That's right.
And that's Ron.
Hi. That's Kevin.
Yep. And we're your hosts for this evening.
Yes, thank you. This is the Kevin and Ron show.
Yes.
We'd like to say how much we appreciate you coming today.
Yes.
And just that people are willing to come and listen to us, Kevin and Ron. We have branded that name in Kindersley and area.
That's a great...
Isn't that something?
Well, and you know what that's more amazing?
Yeah.
People do watch us.
Really?
Yeah. I've had comments.
Have you?
Some
Do I want to ask? No.
Some been negative, but mostly positive.
Good.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
They can't believe they put us on the air.
Yeah, and they look at our face and they say,
what
wow.
the heck's wrong with these guys?
Exactly. I could do better than that.
Or something? I don't know.
Okay. Well, so if you're branding if you're branding something,
yes,
and particularly an area, a city, a town, whatever, the question of how you brand is very important.
It absolutely.
Well, of course, I'm sitting here with the Chamber of Commerce guy.
So am I branded as a Chamber of Commerce guy?
I think you have been branded.
Okay.
Yes. So what does that mean?
Well, I think that people identify me with the Chamber of Commerce.
Okay. So what would people identify Kindersley with?
Well, we could say oil or agriculture.
Okay.
But if you look at the signs coming into town,
Yeah.
I believe they say, welcome to Kindersley, experience our energy.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So
that brand's been around for a while.
Absolutely, yes.
I think, 15, 20, 25, I don't know exactly when it came into place.
But that's only part of it, though. We're not just energy. Like we are agriculture. Yeah. We're also retail. We're a fun place to be.
which means trying to understand what energy means.
Yes.
We can experience our energy. But then some towns have run into a problem where they say experience our, and the word that comes out may not be exactly what they had expected people would expect you would say.
Right.
Because it may refer to inappropriate, possible other words.
Right.
If you're not following me, for those of you that have been around for a month or two and you watched how Regina branded themselves, experience your Regina.
I did not know that. Okay. I could see where that could be taken out of context.
Very inappropriate.
Yeah.
And you drop it right away. So the question is, when you experience, the question is, how did that get there?
Somebody had a brainstorm.
Yep.
Thought this would be a great brand, but also a great kind of pun at the same time. Yep. Something you're not going to forget.
Yeah.
We probably will.
However, I'm afraid I'm not going to forget it. I would like to, but it's like we got to watch what we say.
Absolutely, but when you hear that right away, you know exactly what they're talking about, whether you like it or not.
Yeah. So when it comes to experience our energy, let's go back to Kindersley.
Yep.
The first time I heard that, I thought, oh man, are we just saying it's only about oil? This town,
right.
Or are we talking about the momentum that the town has, the morale, all that sort of stuff? And so I was sort of left with, I'm not sure what energy is, but if we include all of this, this is great branding, because experience our energy. Wow, anybody would want to come here because this is a place that's alive, that's well.
A lot of dynamic people, a lot of dynamic thoughts, a lot of action going on.
Exactly. So I think that's a good brand.
Sure. Who thought of it? I don't know.
I heard the name once.
Oh, okay.
And I'm sure, please let us know if you were the one that brought to us Experience Our Energy, because you have done a very good job, and Kindersley has done.
Right. And do you think that's something we should change in the future, or just leave it as is?
I think every town evolves.
Yes.
And what we're going to talk about when we talk about energy in the future, is that solar energy? Is that what we're going to have? Fields of solar?
Experience our lithium.
We could do that.
Who knows? I mean, exactly. It's possible in the future.
Actually, here around Kindersley, lithium has been discussed as a possible windfall for this area.
It has, yes.
Yeah. I think branding changes over time. And if we're not willing to move with a new brand or a new style or a new structure, death is sure to happen.
And sometimes that'll happen. Now, I'm going to go back to an example a bit while ago of Coca-Cola.
Yeah.
They went to the new Coke or Coke Zero.
Oh, that was a bad brand.
That was bad branding. Absolutely.
Bad
The company just took they just took a kicking for that.
Yes, yeah.
But they went back to the old Coke. Now, here's the question. Was that done on purpose to get the people to go back to the original formula? Who knows?
Who knows?
If it was, hey, good on you, because it really made a difference.
Right. Yeah.
Is Pepsi a better brand than Coke?
Well, that was fun. Yeah, that was good branding that way for both companies.
Of course it was. It brought attention to them.
Fantastic.
More sales.
Yeah.
So, do you have any ideas for branding our town?
Yes, I would love to hear those.
I would too.
Yeah.
Write in, let us know. And I hope you're all planning something exciting for the May long weekend. Whether you're heading out on the road trip or just taking some well-deserved time off, I want to remind you to stay safe and be responsible. If you're driving, please remember to buckle up, follow the speed limit, and avoid any distractions. Let's make sure we all arrive at our destination safely. And speaking of driving, SGI recently uncovered a scam where Catherine, not her real name, filed a claim with SGI, stating she fell asleep while driving and collided with a parked vehicle. Catherine admitted to significant financial hardship and had recently spoken with a bailiff about repossession of her high-valued SUV the day before the collision. SIU conducted several interviews to confirm Catherine was in financial trouble. It was discovered she had lied to her bank about being able to make her delinquent payments in order to buy herself some time. Crash data retrieval evidence showed the vehicle was fully idle 5 seconds before the collision. That evidence showed that this was followed by a fast depression of the gas pedal, which sent the vehicle propelling forward with a peak speed of 31 kilometers an hour upon impact. SIU believes Catherine caused the collision intentionally to avoid having her vehicle repossessed. Hi, we're here. We're back. We're bad.
Us.
We're us. That's Ron.
Hi,
Hi.
this is Kevin.
Hello.
Have you figured out that this is the...
Kevin and Ron show.
Yes.
Or the Ron and Kevin show, depending which side of the screen you're looking at.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
This becomes quite a sport as we talk about it. Back and
Again,
forth, back and forth.
Back with the segues again. I'll
Oh,
tell
yeah.
you. What's with you tonight?
What did we segue into?
Sports.
Oh, sports. Yes,
Yeah,
sports
the
in the
importance,
community.
the importance of sports in smaller communities. Although
Well, even larger, but
larger, but in the smaller communities, sports are everything for a lot of people.
Yeah.
You want to get your kids into play hockey or baseball or soccer or tennis or whatever it is.
If you look back over the last, let's say, 50 years, and I can think back to that sort of period of time in the community involvement in sports, why did we say the last 50 years ago that kids and adults should be involved in sports? What were our reasons?
Well, I think sports gets you out of the house for one. You're not watching TV.
Oh yeah.
I mean, mind you, back then we didn't have the gadget problem we have today.
Yeah.
So I don't play golf on my phone.
Okay.
I like to go to the course where it's meant to be played.
It's much more fun.
But I think it was a time for parents to kind of bond with their kids too, which you don't see as much anymore.
Okay.
Not really.
Yeah, and parents were always there and could show up at practice.
Yes.
It seems like it's a drop-off situation now.
More than you realize.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But also sports, as I understood it in my day and age, the idea was go take your sports, go take the kids, because they're going to learn how to live with a team. They're going to learn how to be disciplined. They're going to learn how to
learn a new skill.
Learn a new skill.
Absolutely.
You're going to reach for the top. Good old TV show, which was not about sports.
Well, you are getting way off topic.
Way off topic on that one. But
yes.
But so let's fast forward to the 50 years now.
Okay.
What is sports about? What is sports being perceived as now?
It's almost elitist in a way. If you don't play a sport, you're considered not good.
Lesser.
Not good.
Yeah.
Like, you don't see many kids, I haven't seen any kids in the past few years playing street hockey like they used to.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes
Not as much.
No, I have seen them in the rinks the odd time, like
Yeah.
on the hockey rink,
Yeah.
but not on the street.
Yeah.
Which is I thought was great as a kid.
Yeah.
I loved it.
You know, one thing that I'm also finding is that we have a push towards accessibility. As you said, it used to be elitist. Maybe we're still somewhat elitist, but we are much more. We figure sports is about accessibility
And achievement. How many how many parents are trying to live their lives through their kids' sports? And hey, that's a fact. I mean, some parents. I mean, yes, they want their kids to excel and do well, of course,
Yeah.
as all parents should. But when it becomes unhealthy is when they keep pushing their kid into a sport,
Yeah.
and the kid doesn't want to do it.
Yeah.
That's not healthy.
So here's, and the other thing that has happened is, 50 years ago, guys went into guys' leagues.
Yes.
And that was the big thing. And maybe there was a girls' volleyball team or this or that, but they seemed to peter out by the time high school was done, if not before.
Right.
Whereas now, we seem to be bringing together a male league, a female league, and perhaps even having kids playing in the same, under 18 or even older in the same league.
And do you think that's a good thing or a bad thing?
Let's put it this way. Sports watched for excellence and for ability should not be a matter of whether it's male or female. Are we going to say it's got to be a male because they're stronger? Are you going to say it's got to be female because they're much more artistic? Why not just say a sport's a good thing? And why not just say, well then, let whoever wants to play the sport play the sport.
I have no problem with that.
But the thing is, you have to change the rules.
Oh, yes.
Perhaps.
And it may take some education on some people's parts because some are just fanatical about how they want their sports to be.
Yeah.
Sports teams to be. Well,
Yes,
my kid's not going to play with a girls' team kind of thing. He's better than that or whatever. And some parents aren't like that, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But I think it's great. Healthy competition. Go for it.
Yeah. I mean, we have to recognize the differences that are there, but also recognize that doesn't mean you exclude. And back to the accessibility, which is our day and age.
Yes.
And we need to see the good side to that. There's a bad side to that, and we've seen that with various cases where gender is said, nope, anybody, any gender, anywhere, and never looked at physical stature, size, etc. And then you look at the sport and you say, that ain't gonna work.
Nope.
So we have to work through those things. But I still think tiddlywinks, man, that was where it was at.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, and do you remember those ones where you used to stick a penny on the table and the other person would put their hands up like this, and you're
Yes.
that was a very dangerous sport.
That was hard on the fingertips.
Oh yeah, and if you do it right on.
I tried crokinole. That's fun.
Oh, we could get off on that, but
We are.
Yeah, okay, we're done.
Yeah,
I think we're done.
Sports is sports. Let's face it, folks. Let's encourage kids to play sports. It doesn't matter whether it's a girls' team or boys' team.
Yeah,
Get out there and have fun.
yeah.
Events sponsored by Royal Flush, the company for septic services.
Everyone's favorite event is almost here. The Kindersley Rodeo is scheduled for June 1st, 2nd, and 3rd at the WCEC. This year, the rodeo committee announced that Shelby Simpson, a trick rider from Plenty, along with her daughters Paisley, 7, and Hadley, 5, will be performing many tricks all 3 nights. And if music is more of your thing, we have Shania Twain, who will be on her Queen of Me tour on the 13th of May at the SaskTel Center in Saskatoon. Well, how are you tonight, folks? Thanks for joining us. I'm Kevin.
Yeah, and this morning I'm Ron.
This morning? You said you're Ron?
Yeah.
Did you change?
I might have.
But
No.
I haven't changed.
Okay, so this is still the Kevin and Ron show.
Or it's a Ron and Kevin show.
Yeah, one of those that are
Yeah,
very...
because I know I woke up this morning feeling really happy, and I couldn't figure out why.
Too.
Did you?
Isn't that a funny thing? I feel like I'm in the happiest country in the world.
I think you're not. We're not the happiest country.
We aren't the happiest.
No.
Really?
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I know what the happiest country is.
Okay.
But I'm going to let you
Well,
top
that's
of that.
because I have the sheet here.
Exactly.
Yes.
You're going to cheat.
According to me, and let's see, who was this? Some very important UN Sustainable Development Solutions Network people have put out the continuation. 6 years in a row, the happiest country has been Finland.
Wow.
Yeah.
So where does Canada fit? Are we in the top 10 at least?
We are so close.
Are we 15th?
No, there's another number in between 10 and 15 that,
Oh,
that
another-
it may show you happiness, but unluckiness.
12?
Oh, you missed it totally. 13.
Man.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh,
We're 13th.
13th.
But do you know what?
Why?
We are ahead of the United States.
Well, yeah, that's
that are-
easy.
that are 15th. So, but you know, if you were in Denmark, Iceland, or even Israel, top 4.
Really?
Yeah.
Israel. I'm not surprised about the Scandinavian countries.
Yeah,
that
I
doesn't
can get
surprise
that.
me.
Yeah, yeah.
Totally different standards over there for things.
Yes,
and their
very much so.
lifestyles are very different.
Yeah, I think they even have 4-day work weeks there.
They might.
Yeah, I know
Their
some of them.
education system's different. I know that.
Yeah.
You have to take at least 2 or 3 languages in school.
Oh, good plan.
Minimum.
I
Minimum.
like that idea.
Yeah, I do
that
too,
would make you
actually.
happy.
Well, because you can converse, you can go to other countries and converse quite
Exactly.
freely and not have any issues.
Exactly. What a great idea. And, like, so you can go all over the place. You can travel.
Yeah.
And you're set. That would make you happy. What else would
Absolutely.
make you happy? And well, look at Canada. We're happy. We are happy.
We should
happy,
have a
happy.
big Canadian flag back here.
I think so.
Yeah, at least one.
Yeah. Or 3.
Well, you know, I'm happy we're in Canada, yes, because we
Okay.
do have a lot of freedoms that not every country has.
Very much so. And I mean, that's part of the report is
Yes.
you deal with GDP. If you haven't got money, that does make a difference in your happiness quotient. Mm-hmm. And yeah, just dealing with who you are, your freedoms, and that type of thing, that certainly helps towards figuring out a happiness quotient.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
So,
I'm cool with that. I'm down with that.
okay.
Yeah.
You're cool
down
and
with
down
it.
with
I'm
it.
cool and
Okay.
down, yeah.
That's right.
Not cooling down, cool and down.
Okay, that's very hip if you
Thank
ask
you.
me.
Oh.
I'm so into that. So
See, we're happy right now. We don't even know why.
exactly. It's because we live in Canada.
Ah,
we're
that's
so
why.
happy. We're just.
But would we be any happier doing this in Finland?
We might be. I wonder.
We're happy. Please.
I'm happy this is over. Thank
Me
you
too, thank
for
you.
joining us.
Sports, sponsored by the Tint Doctor. We've got you covered.
And in sports, Rider fans, get ready because on Saturday, May 27th at 5 p.m., our provincial team will take on the BC Lions at Mosaic Stadium. Shortly after, the Riders will head to Winnipeg, where they will go head-to-head with the Winnipeg Blue Bombers. It's never too early to start thinking about next season's hockey. So mark your calendars because the Kindersley Minor Hockey AGM and early registration will be on June 14th. Check out the Kindersley Minor Hockey Facebook page for more information as the time and location is yet to be determined.
Hi everyone, be sure to grab a free copy of our bi-weekly print issue in over 50 locations across Kindersley. Also included in our magazine is the free Kindersley Social Extra, where we publish things like community events for nonprofits and obituaries for free. If you would like to be featured in our magazine or have something advertised, please email hello@kindersleysocial.ca.